Hello guys, welcome back to my channel AJD Technical. So today let's discuss what is 5G and how feasible it is in our near future. Peeping back into our history, we know mobile communication technology has upgraded from 1G to 2G to 3G, continuing with 4G and now 5G. So basically 1G technology was where we could use phone calls. We could call our friend without having the network of wires. So this technology came up by 1990s with a speed of 2 kbps and with 30 kilohertz frequency. We'll discuss the frequency later. Next came up the 2G, where we could send messages or SMS by the year 2000 with a speed of 4 kbps and a frequency of 1.8 gigahertz. After that came 3G and changed the way we used to communicate. Now not only audio calls, we also could use video calls to communicate with other people. And again by the year 2015, 4G came and changed the way people live. Like today, everybody uses a mobile phone and know what to do and what to see. So basically it uses 100 Mbps of speed with a frequency range of 2 to 8 gigahertz. And now came the 5G. 5G uses speed of 1 Gbps. Can you imagine? This is like crazy insane speed. You can download a movie in just seconds. 3-4 GB of movie you can download in 4 seconds. Just imagine the power. And the frequency lies between 3 to 300 gigahertz, which is like insane. Now before understanding what is 5G, let us understand the science behind it, how it works. So basically this is an electromagnetic spectrum. Means the electromagnetic wave, it ranges from 10 to the power 6 to 10 to the power minus 13 in wavelength. This wavelength decreases gradually. So basically we can see that radio waves starting with 10.6, then microwaves come at 10 to the power 0, then infrared touches at 10 to the power minus 3, then the visible light range comes around 750 meters to around 400 nanometers. This is the visible light we see, Our light is also an EM wave. After that comes UV rays, then come X rays, and then continue to gamma rays. Now gamma rays lies between 10 to the power minus 11 to 10 to the power minus 13 meters, which is very harmful, and we'll see how. Let's dive deep into what is wavelength, what is wave, and what is a frequency. So basically we can see that this is a wave. Wave means kind of, it is a sinusoidal in nature. Okay, so now there are two troughs. The lower part are called troughs. So basically the distance between one trough and the other trough is called a wavelength, or you can say the distance between two peaks. Either you take two peaks distance or you take two trough distance. Both will give you the wavelength of the wave, because a wavelength is just repetition of a single pattern or a cycle. Now let's understand what frequency is. So basically we see a wave is a repetition of the sinusoidal curves, right? So the frequency is the how many times the curve repeats itself in 1 second. So now you consider this is a cycle, because the same cycle is repeating everywhere in the wave. So we'll have to find out how many cycles are there in 1 second. That will give us the frequency. Are you able to get the thing? So basically now we'll have to find out how many cycles of this kind of pattern is there in this wave. This will give us the frequency. Now if let's consider that the time for this cycle is 1 second, then obviously we know the frequency will be 1 hertz, because the cycle is repeated only once in 1 second. Now if we consider that this is half second, then frequency becomes 2 hertz, because the same pattern is repeated twice in 1 second. Now you are able to get the picture, right? So basically this is frequency, number of patterns or number of wavelengths in 1 second. Now considering the case of 5G, let us calculate the frequency. The wavelength of the 5G bands use about 10 mm to 1 mm. For this example, let us take the 10 to the power minus 3 meter or 1 mm case of wavelength. Since the wavelength in the 5G bands are in millimeters, so they are also known as millimeter waves. So now frequency for the 1 mm wave can be found out by, we know frequency is nothing but cycles per second, or we can say wavelengths per second. So frequency can be defined by distance traveled by the wave in 1 second divided by the circle length, or you can say the wavelength. Now here distance traveled by the EM wave in 1 second is nothing but the speed multiplied by 1 second, because the time is 1 second and speed into time gives us distance. And we know EM wave is having a speed of 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. And now in 1 second it will move 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters and divided by the wavelength, which is 1 millimeter. So basically if you do the math, you'll come to know that the frequency is 300 gigahertz, or 300 into 10 to the power 9 hertz. So basically smaller the wavelength, higher frequency. So as wavelength decreases across the electromagnetic spectrum, frequency automatically increases. The frequencies lies between 30 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz, which is like insane amount of frequency. So considering this amount of frequency, some researchers have suggested that this may be dangerous to our health. So how it's dangerous? Let's find out. So talking in general, there are three bands of 5G available: low, mid and high. Low bands lie in the range between of 1 GHz to 2.6 GHz, mid to 3.5 to 6, and high lies between 24 to 40 GHz. Now you know that as frequency increases, wavelength decreases. Considering the Einstein-Planck equation E equal to h nu, we know as frequency decreases, energy also decreases, and if frequency increases, energy increases. So since the high bands of 5G are having higher frequency, so obviously the energy will be very high, and this kind of frequency is absorbed by trees and obstacles. Hence, for reaching to your house, you need more repeaters and more towers. So you understand the cost, right? So 5G is having a speed of 1 Gbps. We know entire series of Netflix can be downloaded in just over seconds. So that's the power of speed, you know. But this 5G bands requires more energy than the normal bands or the low bands, because since the frequency is very high, so it can travel only a very short distance, and since the frequency is very high, it is also absorbed by trees and obstacles, hence requires more towers and more repeaters, ultimately requiring more money. Now, apart from the cost of the implementation, some scientists suggest that 5G is having some dangerous effects on our biology also. Let's see how and why. Now we all know as frequency increases, it leads to ionization. This icon you have already observed in X-ray machines and some radio towers. You have seen this, right? Highly ionizing zone. So even though the microwaves are not ionizing, but the higher frequencies in them can lead to tissue heating, ultimately causing damage to our body cells. Now, after knowing that higher frequencies can damage our cells, a question must come into your mind, like visible light is also having more frequency than our microwaves. So does that damage our body? No, because why? Power is very less. Like microwaves microwaves also use frequencies of about 2.4 GHz, which is like the Wi-Fi you use in your home. So technically nothing should happen, right? But power is around 600 watts, which is very huge, and the area inside the microwave is very less. So basically per unit power increases, hence cooks food. So now you understand, power plays also important role. And considering the case of 5G, both power and frequency are high, because as the frequency is high, more power is required to overcome the problem of shorter distance and the absorption by the trees and obstacles. So in short, the combination might be dangerous for our cells and DNA. So you see, high band 5G is hazy in future, but mid band and low band are comparatively more safer and have their feasibility in our future. So basically, if you learned anything new in this video, so do hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe so that next time a video comes up you get the notification.